Very exciting morning this morning. We have with us Master Jesus today. And we're going to be discussing this concept of the kingdom of God. And particularly a statement. He told me to search up that statement. The kingdom of God is within you. He said, search that statement. So I did. I searched it online, and it led me to a phrase in the Christian Bible, Luke 21, where it says, if they say, I don't want to misquote the Bible because some people might get upset about that. Nor will the people say it is here or there it is, because the kingdom of God is in your midst. It is within you. This is the statement that is in every Christian Bible, and virtually every religious text talks about this place of the kingdom of God. It is not, yes, he's just saying, he wants to communicate to everyone right now that the kingdom of God is not a place. It is a being. It is what you are. It is what you are fashioned to be by that which made you. The kingdom of God is here and now. It is within you. It is not to be sought in the world, although the world is an extension of that. But what you seek is within you in this moment, not in the next, not in before, but in this moment. Many of you are running in your lives in pursuit of fulfillment, in pursuit of riches, in pursuit of love, in pursuit of your joy. And yet that is what you are. You are love. You are joy. You are all the riches of the universe. For is not that hand that fashioned you in its image and likeness? Why would it make you less than itself? How could the creation be less than the creator which made it? It cannot be. You are as that which fashioned you. And you are in this world to enjoy the gifts of being in heaven, here and now. What you should drink, what you should eat. These are things given unto you to enjoy with bliss. The question many of you ask is, well, how may I know this, Lord? How may I know that the kingdom is what I am? How may I know that I am love? How may I know that this is true, that the kingdom of God, which everybody says I must seek, is within me? How may I know this? And I would simply say to you, can you be still? Be still. Seek nothing in that stillness. Be still. Let your mind fall silent, and your body too. Allow yourself to be still. Do not try to seek, for what you try to seek is what is seeking. Do not try to find, for you are already found, but be still in this moment. You can, in truth you are, but do not let your mind try to figure out something that is already evident as true in what you are. Can you do this? To be still. When you breathe your body, when you breathe that body, who is making the body breathe? You are. And when you have no thought for your breath, then who is breathing the body? You don't have to think about what you are doing. But in the stillness of mind and the stillness of body, in the present, in this moment, you are in the kingdom of God. You wish to find contentment and joy in this world, but you are contentment and joy in this world. You seek to find love and fulfillment from this world, but you are love and fulfillment. The greatest love fashioned the existence of your world. The greatest love fashioned the body in which you find yourself. And you are that love. Does it not obey you? But you seek from this perspective to find validation for something that does not need validation, for you can simply know that you are. But how do you do this? How do you get into this here and now? You don't have to go, you don't have to seek, but you have to be in this moment. Can you? Of course you can. Can you still that body? Yes, you can. Can you quiet that mind? Yes, you can. Does it not give you greater peace to still your mind? Does it not give you greater peace to still that body? In all of your seeking in this world, many of you have found very little satisfaction, except that which is fleeting and temporary. But that kingdom which is here and now, which is what you are, it is what you are. To be that which you are in a moment, right now. Can you feel the joy of not being disturbed or distracted or pulled by the things of this world? Can you take your mind away from the world and give your love to it? Can you give the stillness of what you are back to your body and mind? Yes, you can. In a single breath, all heaven breathes with you, and you are it in that breath. No thought, no consideration, here and now. And the limitless, harmonious, joyful, playful, passionate state of your being unfolds in this moment. Can you do this? Yes, you can. Can you? Will you? Stop seeking to find it in this world, for it is in you. It is you. You are fashioned in the image and likeness of love. There is no distinction between you and that which made you. The world of matter of mind, of body, were fashioned so that you could be delighted in being your being. You could be delighted in the wonders that you brought forth, the wonders of the trees and the birds, that which is an extension of your being. And as long as you see them as separate from you, you will think you have more or less. You will have suffering and you will have delight. But in this moment truly, here and now, everything is yours. You can feel this if you stop trying to establish in the world what is already established in your own heart. When the pursuit of riches is surrendered for the greatest wealth, which is your being, this does not mean that you cannot have the riches of the world. For when you are in this moment, when you are in your Father's house, and you realize this, then it is all yours in this moment. Wow. So, yes. So I'm asking him right now, he's laughing at me because he says, you know this. How then do I, as a thinking on William or thinking on this body, what do I do to get into this state of bliss, the state of heaven, the state of nirvana, the state of wonder, the state of fascination? Fascination, eh? Being fascinated, like a child. Yes, he's saying like a child. Be therefore as a little child. You watch children when they play, they are fascinated with everything. They are fascinated with a little bug on the ground. They are fascinated by a blossom on a flower. They are fascinated by colors. They are fascinated. There is no distinction between the object and the subject. They are one in the same. They're one and the same. Can you be fascinated in this moment? Can you be fascinated with the idea, with the knowledge that you are in the kingdom of God, here and now? You are. The words are different than the meaning of the experience. But once you have the experience, you do not need the words to have the meaning, for the meaning is evident then by your being what you are. How do you move away from your suffering? You anticipate it, you've had it, but what was and what will be are not this moment. Can you return to this moment, away from the anticipation of your suffering or the anticipation of what you may or may not have? Can you be in this moment, free from anticipation, free from lack? In this moment, you are free. It is the only place that you are free, in this moment. The breath. He keeps saying the breath to me. It's so important, your breath, to pull yourself away from the entrapments of the world. It is your breath. It is your beautiful, beautiful breath that you may give to this body. It was given to you as a gift. The breath was given to you as a gift, so that anytime you can remember who you are, what you are, here and now. That beautiful breath when you breathe. And if there is only the breath And you, as both the one that initiates the breathing and the one that experiences the breath that you've initiated, the cause and the effect, you are this when you breathe. When you breathe, you are the cause, you are the effect at the same moment. Is that not heaven? To know that both the creator and the creation are one, your breath. There is no before, there is no after in now. And in your beautiful breath, you can know this. Do not anticipate what will happen after the breath. Do not anticipate before you take the breath. Be the creator of the breath and the breath at the same moment. When you breathe, the breather and the breathing are the same. And it is you. And it was given to you, this breath. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? That breath. The words will not give meaning to the experience, although your experience will give words to it. And you will try to describe it to others. I experienced this freedom from anticipation. I experienced this freedom from worry. If only for a moment, I experienced it when I breathed, and I was both the breather and the breath. I felt no worry, no concern in this moment. And how do you describe that to someone? I felt peace. The words will not give you the meaning, although your experience will enable you to give words of instruction that may lead others to that place where your breath liberates you, where you are both the liberator and the liberated, the cause and the effect. In a single breath, you can know this. In a single breath, you can know this. And the statement, the kingdom of God is here and now. It is not there, it's not there. It is here and now, is a profound and simple truth. That both the seeker and the sought are one and the same. So when you seek to be in the present moment, be both the cause and the effect of the breath. The gift is always with you. The moment is always within you. The kingdom is always within you, not to be sought. How can you seek that which you already are? It is like looking out through these eyes and expecting to see what is within. Close your eyes, close your ears, close the gates of the temple. Close the gates of the temple and go within and breathe. Do not let your mind anticipate or weigh or measure or consider. Let this temple, this house be still. And breathe. And be. Can you feel that? That you are both the cause and the effect. In other schools, they would call it the yin and the yang, the opposites as one. I cannot describe to you that which you must know yourself. In the state of heaven, which is here and now, in the state of heaven, which is here and now, when you are there, there is no other place to be. And some ask, well, then if I go to this place of peace and I'm now sitting still and quiet, then what do I do? Of what use am I to sit and be in this state of peace, in this kingdom of heaven, in this here and now, where I have no concerns for tomorrow or no memory of yesterday, but I am being in this place of peace? This is a good question. And the question bears a simple answer. And what does peace speak? What does heaven do? You can know the distinction between that which is love and that which is not love. You can know that distinction. And there's no judgment from this place of the moment against either as being good or evil, but your actions, your words, your being, from the moment knows what it is. From the moment you know what you are, from the moment you know what needs to be said, you know what needs to be done. For those things which please you, not the pleasure of your senses, there is a distinction, but what pleases you, what gives you delight, what gives you that feeling that you have an endless goodness emerging from you. And for some of you, this is difficult to conceive because you have minds that are all aflow and aflutter with information and confusion, that is very simple to use your breath to still that place, to quiet that storm. You can do this. When your mind is all distracted by this world, you must use the gift you were given, your breath. Use your breath and stay with the gift. The gift is always with you, no matter how loud or disturbing or distracting the world appears to be in that moment when you return to that place. What you will say and what you will do will be very different than what you will think or what you will remember or what you will anticipate. Anticipation and thinking and memory, these are not the moment. These are not here and now. Although you can bring them into this moment, but the actions that would emerge from what you're anticipating, what you're remembering, the actions that emerge from that are very different than the actions that will emerge from the present moment. And in any moment, you may assert your gift to breathe, to remain in your breath till the storm has calmed. When I was asked once, how do I stop this noise, Lord? How do I end my suffering, Lord? Show me, please. And I said, breathe and have no thought for anything else. And if you stay in the eye of that storm, which is your breath, you stay in the eye of the storm. Though it can rage all around you, in the eye it is still, it is quiet. This is what you are. But it's so noisy out there. What do? You stay in your breath. Stay in the gift. Remain there. Do not look outside of the breath. Remain there. And the storm will calm. And you will go, there is a storm, but I'm not disturbed. You will know this. You'll feel this. Is it not worth using that gift to breathe? Of course it is. And you will know from this place of silence, your actions, your words from this place of the moment are very different than from the place of anticipation or memory. And you must unconvince yourself of the reality that memory and anticipation are what should define you, when the true nature of who you are will define all acts, all words, all deeds. And there is not one among you that returned to this present moment that would not live from love, that would not speak from truth. For only from what you anticipate or what you remember that any confusion can occur. But from this moment, in this moment, there can be no confusion when there is no distraction. When you're in peace, you can hear. You can be inspired. You can feel those that are in alignment with you. And there are many here with you now in that vibration. If you go there, you can hear us, you can feel us, as we can you. Use the gift of your breath. It is very simple. I'm laughing because I'm remembering something that was said the other evening when we were doing a session in the mediumship program. We were being brought through a meditation with Gabrielle and Master Jesus. And somebody in the group said, after the meditation, they said, you know, the breath is the most sacred thing. It really is. It's the first thing we do when we are born, and it's the last thing we do when we die. We breathe in when we come in, and we breathe out when we leave that body. We literally come in with the breath, we leave with the breath. And so one life is one breath. Our life is literally one great breath of life. Very fascinating. I'm just saying that, and he's just laughing and saying that's the truth. But know that you have this at any time. You don't have to wait to be born or to die to know the truth, for it is here now in your breath. It's here now in your breath. Yeah, we're all trying to find Kingdom of Heaven. It's here and now. Wow, good morning, everybody. This has been an interesting time. Let's just bring this up. Wow, so I'm just going through this really carefully. Hello from South Africa. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, this whole breath, single breath thing has really been coming up strongly. Archangel Michael was saying, we got to get it simple. We do not like complexity. They do not like complexity. Life is very simple, right? Even a tree can live a long life. There are trees that can live far longer than we can. And the trees do not get up and walk around or search and seek and try to acquire. They have and know all that they need is right where they are. And many of you are not even as effective as a tree in being a part of this creation, but you are as effective as all creation when you can return to it. It's effective with all creation. You return to it in your breath. Question from Lori. One of my best friends, Crystals, is suicidal and has made attempts before. Will you provide me with healing words or appropriate actions, please? Yes. This one here, she listens to the wrong voice. She has forgotten who she is, this beautiful one. Can she? Yes, she can. She can restore herself, but she's trying to find in this world, in her own world of her mind, that which she is, those thoughts and those emotions that so many of you have been given. You have been given gifts from those who know not the truth. You have been given gifts of thought and idea that do not represent who you are. Love is what you are. If you wish to know something simple to say to this one, remember when she breathes. Remember when she breathes. It is a gift from her Creator to breathe in, to breathe out. If she stays with the gift and not the distraction of mind or world, if she stays with the gift, her mind will calm, her body will still. She'll begin to remember peace. And anyone who begins to remember peace, begins to remember peace, begins to become that peace. For them, the world will have no trappings for them. They will begin the journey of freedom. That is what peace is, the beginning of freedom. And in your breath, where you are commanding life, in your breath, you are commanding life. Tell her to return to peace through her breath. She may return to peace, as any of you may. Do not let her thought, which is not of her mind, her thoughts are not of her mind. Her thoughts are of the world. Most of her thoughts are from the world. Most of her emotions are from this world. For her Father would never place anything but the greatest light within her or any of you in her breath. Until the storm calms, she stays with the gift of her breath, and the storm will pass, and she will feel peace, and she will know, as I was shown, be still and know I am God. She will know this place. The calming of the waters, your mind and your emotions, that ocean of ceaseless activity brought about by the distractions of this world by men and women are but distractions. But you may calm those waters with your breath. There is no event or circumstance of this world that can transcend the nature of who you are. Use your breath. Wow. Yes, thank you. Great statement. Question from Jack. Where is Jesus' house at? My friend told me it's a block away from my place, but I don't see it. Help. It's within you. He's laughing. He says, that's wonderful to be so lighthearted about this. For it is not down the street, and you know this. Simply within you, you are the kingdom of God. Each and every one of you, in your quiet, still, peaceful place, you will find it. And then you may bring the joy of heaven to earth, the laughter and the play, the compassion, the kindness, the charity. You may bring your heaven to earth. But my house is thy house. It is within you. Know that I am always with you, as you are with me. We are not one and the other. We are but one. I am. And if you think that it is in the name of a persona that I had, or the name of a teacher or a book, no, it is within you. You are that. There is no need to seek that which you already are, but you must simply breathe and remember. Take a breath of life, your life. Thank you. Wonderful. Wonderful. A question from Lysandra. My brother is lost. What can I do to help him? He is not lost. He is in the process of finding himself. Many of you get entrapped into the illusions of this world, these stories of what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong. You are told to believe many of these things. And you find yourself seeking, oh, I will find my joy if I go across the waters to that place. There I will find heaven. If I go to this teacher, I will find it there. If I pray hard, I will bring heaven. No, prayer is good, but use your breath. You don't have to pray for it. You are it. You don't have to pray for what you already are. You must just become aware that you are that which you seek. It is as simple as a breath, but many of you do not stay with it. You open the box a little and you look inside and you close it very quickly. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath until you know. You will feel the mind and the body, its chatter diminish, its distractions fade with each intentional use of your will. You give life with your breath. You give life, you release. You give life, you release. Is not that what your Father also does? And it is your gift as well. So breathe. It's really simple. Question from Sunny. Okay. Just trying to get this. Okay, there we go. Sonny's asking, I had a dream. Your brother's not lost. Get him to breathe. He's not lost. He is in the process of finding himself. For those of you that are, yes, okay. He's saying for people that are suffering with addictions, these are beings that are really trying to actually get back home, but they're caught in the sensation of the senses, that feeling that it feels good in the body is the body. The things of the body are the things of the body. The things of heaven are the things of heaven. And literally, when he's saying the kingdom of God is within you, it's literally a truth. It's within you. It's what you are as a being. When you closing the gates of the temple, you close the gates of the temple, the eyes close, the ears close, you close everything off, you take your attention away from the world, you go within. Do not let your mind, your attention be pulled into the thoughts and the memories, the past, the future. Get your energy away from all that stuff and go back into that place in the very center where you are, and use your breath, and use that breath to restore stillness. He's saying you can hear all that you need to hear in the stillness, but you will not hear the truth in this world, but it is within you to know the truth. Well, it's really true, eh? When you get your mind away from all this stuff, you're going to hear something very different. One of the things they often say is that you cannot hear until your mind is still. You cannot hear unless your mind is still. You can only hear what your mind remembers or what your mind anticipates until you learn to get your mind still. Then you can start to hear. When your mind is still, you will begin to hear. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Question from Kelly. Yes, I understand. There it is. Will my blank mind's eye recover to show me visions when I finally awaken? All that you will need to be and do will be evidence to you when you open up the gates of heaven. When you open the gates of heaven, can you be more specific? Yes. The process that you understand of this kingdom of heaven is within you. The identification that many of you have, being entrapped in matter, being lost in this world, you must understand that there are, we will say, levels of dimensionality to your being. When you are willing to step into the temple, you go to the peak of the temple. You will call this the pineal gland, where you may utilize your consciousness to step outside of this world, to not be separate from it, but to be able to be no longer subjective to it. in that process of liberation from this world, all of those answers that you seek, all possibilities, all truth, all knowledge, all wisdom become available to you, but not from this world, not from this world of flesh and thought, but from the realm of your being. You can do this too. Your breath will take you there as well. Your breath can take you to that place. That organ that lets you step outside of this. When you step outside of this, you can bring heaven to earth. And all that you would say and all that you could do that would be in alignment with God's will become available to you. For man's will, man's thoughts, man's ideas are very different than your God's. Very different. And your God is not separate from you. But this you will know when you find that place of peace within you and you ask in that place of silence, it will be given to you what you can do, what you can say. For all things are considered. All things are considered in that place. But you can only consider very limited things in this place. Thank you. Yeah. Question from Diane. Can Jesus tell me how my son is doing? I've been praying for him and send love and light every day. Thank you, William. Love and blessings. In what way do you pray for this one? Do you pray that he is fulfilled and happy? Or are you praying because you believe he is not? For each of those will bear its own fruit. You must understand, your son is a wonder of love fashioned by the Creator. Is he not? Is he not? Did you not fashion him in love's light? When you pray, pray only for that which you know is true. Do not pray to hope that that which is false shall not come to pass. So pray in this fashion. My son is living joy. My son lives from truth. My son is born of love. My son is a man of compassion. My son is a man of wisdom. Pray as that. Pray as that. Not pray to hope that he will be happy, for he is that in his essence. But pray as I've said. Wow. Thank you so much for that question. That was great. What does the dragon mean inside the Bible? He's saying there's no reference to that. But there were in times historically where there were actual changes in your world that are direct results of your, I'll use the term, misappropriation of wisdom and knowledge that caused very precise changes in your experience of this world, the way it functions and how it operates. Very few of you understand the role that you play in how this world is. You are beginning to wake up now. Hopefully it will not be too late. A question from Lysandra. My boyfriend has had a dream of a fish with a live cat in it. What was the message? Thanks. Okay, that's not for me, that's for them. Okay, He needs to eat less meat. Thank you, Guitar Man. Really appreciate that. Wonderful. Wow. You're welcome, everybody. Just going to check to see, refresh this page, see if I got that right. Um, Understand your Father as you know him. Your Father as you know him is not lost. You must understand your Father as you know him is not lost, but is in fact found. The delight, the concern that you have for his welfare would be much better spent on concern for your own. For returning to that place, you would know, even here and now, if you return to heaven in this moment, which you are, but to know you are in the kingdom of heaven here and now, to know this, you would have no fear or concern for another, for they are there also. They are there also. Question from Blaine for me. What has been the most profound change in my life since connecting to higher realms? Wow. Oh, Blaine, thank you for that question. That's just, I just want to melt into that. The love. This has been the biggest change for me. It's the evolution of love in my being, the evolution of love and how it's been slowly taking over my life. It's, for the old me that I was, that's been the most profound change, is the love that's been evolving in my life from who I was to who I am. That's, yeah, who I am has been the most profound change, realizing that a little bit more every day, realizing I'm less of who I thought I was and more of who I am. That's been the most profound change. It's like flipping the pages of a book, and each time I turn a page every day, there's something new every single day. Working with these higher dimensional beings, I am humbled all the time. I am continually humbled. I used to think I was smart. I used to think I was really smart, and now I realize I know very little. So humility and humbleness has been another thing I've been learning. And that's been very profound. But the love is the most profound. And learning. I'm always learning something new. It's, I'm realizing everything is really, everything is an effect of who we are being as a consciousness. If I'm being who I think I am, then my world is an effect of that. If I'm being who I know I am as a vibration, if I'm being a vibration of love, then I know that that's what my life will be. But yeah, the biggest one has been the evolving love. That's been the biggest change for me. Love and humility, realizing I know nothing. I know so very little. Norma will sometimes be listening to replays of these live events, and I'll be in another part of the unit, and I'll hear this voice talking, and I'm going, oh my God, who's she listening to? That guy's amazing. And I'll come out in the living room like she's listening to a replay of one of these events. That's amazing to me. That's so yeah. And I know nothing. And that, something that feels really good to realize I don't know anything. It's actually very liberating. But thank you, Blaine. I really appreciate that question. Wow. Oh, you're welcome, Guitar Man. Love Doggies is asking, why am I only surrounded by emotionally unavailable people? He's laughing. He said, because it's not about what you get, it's about what you are being. They are unavailable because they do not have it in their store. We would say to you that if you are simply and willingly being what you are, you would never see anybody as being unavailable. You'd recognize where your love and where your kindness, where your compassion are needed. You would know what they require, what they need. But you can only know this from the moment when you cease to be distracted by your needs and you are in alignment with who you are. You will not need so much, but you have so much to give. And you will never feel depleted when you are giving from heaven's store. When you give from heaven's store, you shall never be depleted. But from man's store, from your mind, you will feel that you have and you have not. But from heaven's store, you will always have. You will never lack or want in heaven's store. And you will give much more with no fear of not having. Got time for one more question. I'm going to go to Anthony here. Why did I choose to reincarnate? Confusion and frustration is almost a daily thing now. Anthony. Yes. Yes. Your fulfillment will not be reached in this world, but it will be reached and given to this world. It is not what you have or have not that matters. It is not what you have or have not which matters. You seek to be at peace, but have you heard what I have said today? You have been given a gift. It is your breath. Your breath is the doorway to liberation. Many of you have left those bodies because you did not know how to use the gift, did not know how to still the waters, the noise of your mind. You did not know how to do this. But I say to you, sit, observe your frustration, observe your disappointment, and then breathe. And let your breath take you away from all of that. You will see that the storm will calm. You are no less than I. You are no less than I. And in your breath, you remain with your breath, the storm will calm. And when the storm is past and calmed, you will not be frustrated nor disturbed, and what you will say and what you will do will come from a very different place than the things you will say and do that come from that place of fear. But remember the gift of your breath. From the moment that body drew its first breath, life was given to you to live as you would so choose. Life was given to you to live as you would so choose. And how do you breathe in each moment? Do you breathe peace? Do you breathe fear? Many of you are so distracted by this world, you've forgotten the very thing that you're seeking in it. You seek in this world the thing that you already possess. The joy, the love, the peace, the curiosity, the playfulness, the knowledge, the wisdom, it is all within you. And there is much to be known in this world, but everything to be known within you. There is much to be known in this world, but everything to be known within you. Return to your life. Use your breath. Return to peace. Peace does not mean being quiet and passive and a yogi on a pillow, as some can often think. Peace can be very exciting and playful too. Peace can be joyous and fulfilling. Your being is limitless in what you can choose to be. Do not inhibit yourself. Question from Lysandra. Thank you, Lysandra. Yes, absolutely. That is happening. Wow. Lysandra is saying, you are of great faith, for you understand that this is true. You understand that in your asking this of me, it is established unto them. In asking this of me, it is established unto them. For you are asking that which is in you, which is in also me. It is established unto them. Mm. Wow. Yeah, he's saying, Lysandra, he's saying you are of great faith to know this, to know that he can, but that you are doing this it is your faith that actually executes that request. So it is done. It is done. Thank you. Um, Question from Dova. Thank you for that, Dova. Is there a reason I wake up nauseous every other day? Yes, you're disconnected. You're trying to find in the world that which is within you. It's not about being nauseous. Go within. When you open your eyes in the morning and you feel that nauseousness there, breathe. Go into your breath. Literally go into your breath and just keep the breath. Stay with the breath. Don't focus on the nauseousness. That's the world trying to pull you away from the truth. Literally, yes. Yeah. Yes. Go to your breath. Conscious. He says it must be done conscious. You must be conscious that you are directing life. You are breathing. You are moving life. You are using the gift of your life in your breath. Allow your breath to do the work for you. This will pass very quickly. Return to your breath. You will see. And you will see. I want to wish you all a much loving, joyful day. For those of you that have registered for the Mediumship 101 course for April the 23rd, you will receive your itinerary and study guide the night before the course begins. And I want to thank everybody that's registered. If you want or interested in learning how to connect to your guides and your angels, ascended masters, other multidimensional beings, you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you can check out the courses and classes there. We start our spring summer session, April the 23rd, Mediumship 101 course. So hopefully we'll see you there. I want to wish you all a wonderful, joyful day. And thank you for your support. Thank you for the super chats today, everybody. Much love. Bye for now. We'll see you on Saturday, which is tomorrow for Supernatural Saturday, the meditation, which is always fun. We get to do the meditation with the masters. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.